So let's just get straight into this one and say that this 2026 NASCAR Clash weekend at Bowman Gray Stadium has been an absolute disaster so far. Obviously, today's Monday and the race should have happened yesterday, but there hasn't even been cars on the racetrack yet for any sort of on-track action here at Bowman Gray Stadium this weekend. And that's because of the kind of record-breaking snow that North Carolina and the surrounding areas have had lately. I mean, it's been a lot. It's been absolutely freezing all over the country for a lot of different places lately. And in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where Bowman Gray is, definitely isn't any exception. So I'm not saying this is NASCAR's fault, but man, this has just been an absolute disaster. So, of course, the race was originally scheduled for Sunday. We were supposed to have heat races or whatever, practice qualifying on Saturday. But, of course, that was postponed as well. Everything got moved to Sunday. Then it got moved to Monday, which is today. Then it got moved to Wednesday, which that doesn't even look good. If you look at it right now, there's snow in the forecast for Wednesday and Tuesday, when today there was absolutely nothing. And I saw pictures at the track. It looks like pretty good progress. So I have no idea why they decided that it was a good idea to delay it again when there's even more snow and rain in the forecast. Of course, fans traveling to the racetrack seems to be a main issue here, but like I said, I saw pictures of the racetrack. There's no more snow until at least Tuesday, which the race was scheduled to be over by then, obviously. The track looks pretty clear. There's no snow on the racetrack. The grandstands look pretty clear as well. And everything looks all right, but I guess just because the roads are bad, I guess that's why they're kind of postponing it again. But at this point, I hate to say it, but I just want them to cancel it and get this over with. I know this has been a complete disaster, and I feel like they're just going to make it worse. I have a feeling that it's going to snow on Wednesday, and they're not going to be able to run it again. And I saw some reports that NASCAR is going to cancel it if there is snow on Wednesday and they can't run it again, which I would agree with. If they don't, then I don't even know at this point. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, we're getting close to the Super Bowl now, which obviously you can't go against that if you make it on Super Bowl weekend, or especially Super Bowl Sunday. That's completely impossible. That really isn't the main issue here, but I'm still going to bring it up. Anyways, I just wish they would have canceled it, or at least tried to run it on Monday. I mean, I don't know why they postponed it yesterday before Monday even came. That doesn't really make any sense to me. There's no snow in the schedule for Monday, and it looks completely clear. Temperatures look pretty decent as well, so compared to what they've been. So I don't know what NASCAR was thinking with that. That's a pretty poor decision in my book. And I feel like after all of this, when it snows and rains on Tuesday and Wednesday, things are just going to be canceled again, and then they're just going to cancel it entirely, and we're not even going to get to see cars on track here at Bowman Gray this year, which is definitely really unfortunate. So in my opinion, Bowman Gray Stadium, they should host the All-Star race, which is in May, and not the Clash, which is in early February, and even today, this weekend, late January, which I know it's North Carolina, but still, North Carolina kind of gets cold, especially this year. But a place like Daytona, the Daytona Road Course, you can rely on there not ever being any snow there for obvious reasons. That's in Florida, and also the LA Coliseum, but I don't want them to bring them back anyways. And on a more personal level, for me and my channel, which you're watching this on right now, this is really messing up my upload schedule. I'll probably have a video out today, obviously Monday, and then I gotta have one out Thursday because I can't do anything on Wednesday because of the Clash. And then this also kind of messes up my NASCAR Racing FedEx League schedule, where we got the Grand National race at Phoenix on Wednesday. It's 2 hours later than the Clash, so hopefully it won't be affected too much, but just overall a really big mess, and I can't wait for this all to be over. I'm not even excited for the Clash anymore. I just want to be in Daytona, and overall this crap. I hope they're still able to get it in on Wednesday and we have a good race, and we can just move on to Daytona International Speedway for Daytona Speed Weeks, and of course the Daytona 500 for 2026. But of course, I think this weekend will pretty much be remembered forever, as just like the weekend of in 2020 at Texas for the fall race, one of the biggest disasters in NASCAR with the weather, as it got postponed about 4 days all the way to Wednesday. So the same kind of story here, but this time there hasn't even been on cars on the racetrack like there was in Texas. Hopefully we have a good race on Wednesday. Hopefully they're actually able to make the race happen. Enjoy the race on Wednesday if it does happen, and I'll see you guys next time.